Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Sunday, May 29, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. St. Louis Cardinals vs Milwaukee Brewers. Our team pick is Milwaukee for the win. The Milwaukee Brewers have been the power of the NL Central Division for the past few seasons. Once again, they are at the top of the division as the calendar heads towards June. A perennial Central Division power, however, is starting to make their move. On Saturday, the Brewers lost their second straight to the Cardinals and now hold just a 2.5 game lead in the NL Central. Brewers starter Adrian Houser, 3-5, was banged around by Cardinals bats for 9 hits in just 4 innings. By the time he exited the game, it was 8-0 and the game was nearly out of reach. Milwaukee had 6 hits and belted 2 home runs in the loss. The Brewers will try for the series split on Sunday. Don't look now, but the Cardinals are gaining on you. The Milwaukee Brewers are undoubtedly feeling the heat as the Cardinals have reeled off 2 straight wins in this series and have a chance to take 3 out of 4 with a win on Sunday. St. Louis is 6-4 in its last 10 games and owns identical records at home and on the road now at 13-10. On Saturday, youth was served for the Cardinals as the team's 2 most recent call-ups featured prominently in the team's 8-3 win. Nolan Gorman, the team's second baseman for the foreseeable future, went 4-for-4 and hit his first major league home run in the win. Fellow rookie Matthew Liberatore, the team's top prospect, earned his first major league win by throwing 5 scoreless innings. He struck out 6 and walked 3 while allowing just 2 hits in the 5-inning stint. The win was made even sweeter because Gorman and Liberatore have been friends since growing up together in the Phoenix suburbs. In a marquee pitching matchup on Sunday, I'm going to lean towards the reigning Cy Young winner, Burnes. Both pitchers should be able to get their teams deep into this game as each is averaging more than 6 innings per start. Of the 2 pitchers, Burnes comes into the game pitching a bit better. McCullers is coming off his 2 worst starts of the season, granted he allowed just 3 runs in each, but that may be the slight edge the Brewers need to earn the split in the series. The stat that sways me in this one is McCullers' propensity for giving up fly balls in his last 2 starts, 12 fly ball outs in each start. The Brewers lineup is designed to hit the long ball, and this looks like a great spot for them to get a few deep flies to steal the win. In addition, I'm going to give the edge in the bullpen to the Brewers. If Burnes can get them to the 8th inning, it might be lights out with a rested Josh Hader ready to close it out. Our total pick is under, and here is why. There aren't many better pitching matchups that you can draw up at this point in the season. Each of these starting hurlers rank inside the top 15 in both ERA and WHIP entering today's contest. Burnes has been great, posting a 2.18 ERA and 0.87 WHIP while striking out 67 batters. As for McCullers, he comes in with a 1.96 ERA and 0.98 WHIP over 9 starts. Atlanta Braves vs Miami Marlins. Our total pick is Atlanta Braves minus 1.5 runs, and here is why. The Miami Marlins have had a slow start to begin this 2022 regular season, but they still have plenty of time to turn this season around. They are currently scoring 4.09 runs per game and hitting .241 as a team. This is the 20th most runs scored per game and the 12th highest overall team batting average. They have struggled to put men on base, and it has made it much more difficult to score. They are also lacking in hitting when they have men in scoring position. They need to be taking advantage of these situations, as they aren't talented enough to let opportunities go to waste. The Marlins have also shown that they can poke the ball out of the park, as they are averaging 1.02 home runs per game. This is the 14th highest average in the league, as they can change the game with one swing of the bat. The Marlins have also allowed their hitting to move their runners into scoring position, as they have been very unaggressive once they have reached base safely. They have only stolen 19 bases, which is the 22nd least in the MLB. Watch for Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate in this one. He is currently hitting .290, and he has already driven in 27 runs this season. Both of these statistics lead his team, as he has been proving offense since the beginning of the season. The Atlanta Braves have not jumped out to the hot start that they were hoping for, but they still have plenty of time and talent to turn this season around. they are currently in second place in the NL East. On the offensive side of the field, they are currently scoring 4.15 runs per game and hitting .232 as a team. This is the 18th most runs scored per game and the 22nd lowest overall team batting average. They are struggling to consistently make contact with the ball, which has made it much more difficult to score. They are also one of the most aggressive base running teams, as they have been doing whatever it takes to get men in scoring position. They have already taken 22 bases this season, which is the 13th most in the MLB. The Braves have also shown that they try to score the majority of their runs off the home run ball. They are averaging 1.36 bombs per game, which is the 5th highest average in the league. They have multiple men that smoke the ball out of the park, and they can bust any game open if the opposing pitchers are leaving the ball over the middle of the plate. Watch for Dansby Swanson at the plate in this one. He is currently hitting .264 and he has already driven in 23 runs this season. He leads his team in both of these categories as he has been providing a ton of offense over the past month. I will be riding with the Atlanta Braves in this matchup as I don't have much faith in Elieser Hernandez. He has not performed very well this season as he currently has a 5.45 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP rating. The Braves are just strong enough to capitalize on his weak pitching and they will score enough runs to cover the run line spread in this one, -1.5. Hernandez has also already surrendered 11 home runs and the Braves have the 5th highest home run average in the MLB. They are hitting 1.36 per game and I see them teeing off on Hernandez in this one. They will score the majority of their runs via the home run ball and the Marlins won't be able to keep up. Miami is currently scoring the 20th least amount of runs per game and they have the 12th lowest overall batting average. They won't be able to generate enough offense against Max Fried as he has started this season 4-2 with a 3.27 ERA. He also has a 1.05 WHIP rating as he will do everything he can to keep the Marlins from consistently reaching base. The Braves will get back on track and close out this series strong. Our total pick is over 8. And here is why. Both teams have been carried by their offenses recently, and the upcoming game should reflect that with both lineups stepping up and making contact throughout the game. The Marlins, who have scored 4 runs in each of the last 2 games in the series, should drive in multiple runs with Jazz Chisholm Jr., Joey Wendell, and the rest of the lineup making contact off Max Fried to extend rallies and constantly plate base runners. The Braves, who have scored 22 runs in the last 5 games, should run up a score with Austin Riley, Dansby Swanson, Matt Olson, and the rest of the batting order, swinging for the fences and making hard contact throughout the game off of Elieser Hernandez and the Marlins pitching staff to drive in runs throughout the game. The over should cover in a high-scoring game controlled by both lineups. Baltimore Orioles vs Boston Red Sox. Our team pick is Boston -1.5 runs, and here is why. The Orioles continue to battle this season even as they have slipped to a familiar position, the basement of the AL East division. Following yesterday's doubleheader split with Boston, the Orioles have taken 2 out of 3 games from the sizzling Sox. In Game 1, the Orioles were slowed down by a stellar pitching performance by Boston starter Nathan Eovaldi. They scattered 7 hits and 3 runs, including a 2-run blast by Robinson Chirinos, but it wasn't enough in a 5-3 loss. In Game 2, both teams utilized a bullpen game, and the Orioles' pen outlasted Boston's in a 4-2 win. The Orioles utilized 5 pitchers and scattered 9 hits and allowed just 1 earned run. Ron Oder was the hitting star with a 3-run blast to seal the win for the Birds. The Red Sox have won 4 straight series heading home to face the Orioles in a rare 5-game set. They look to be on their way to an opening series win on Friday before the bullpen coughed up a big lead. On Saturday, the Sox split a doubleheader with the Birds and now must win the final 2 games to make it 5 straight series wins. On Saturday, the Sox split the doubleheader after getting a complete game win by Nathan Eovaldi in the opener, just the 7th complete game in MLB this season. Eovaldi went 9 innings and allowed 3 runs, while striking out 6 batters. The performance was even more important based on the fact that the Sox had a rookie going in the nightcap and would likely lean on their bullpen. As it turns out, the bullpen was indeed rested and ready in the nightcap. Josh Winkowski made his MLB debut and lasted 3 innings and allowed 6 hits and 4 runs including a 3-run home run. The bullpen settled things down and pitched 5 shutout innings while allowing 1 hit and striking out 3 batters. While Zimmerman has been consistently efficient for the Orioles, Pivetta has been nearly lights out in his last 4 starts. Even more importantly, Pivetta has performed well at Fenway, which has not been kind to him in the past. In his last 2 starts at home, Pivetta has gone 15 innings and allowed 7 hits and 1 run while striking out 16 batters. Pivetta has cut his ERA in half over his last 5 starts and has returned to be a swing and miss pitcher in that time. After a quiet doubleheader, I fully expect the Red Sox offense to return to form on Sunday. Prior to Saturday, the Red Sox offense has produced 74 runs in the previous 8 games, an average of 9.3 per contest. With the red-hot bats of Story, Martinez, Rafael Devers and Kike Hernandez, I expect the Sox to plate 5+ runs again on Sunday. Our total pick is under, and here is why. The Orioles have struggled from the plate all season long, but it has been even worse away from the friendly confines of Camden Yards. They are averaging only 3 runs per game on the road this season. Nick Pivetta takes the hill for Boston, and he has a 2.23 ERA in his last 4 starts in May. Although Boston put up 33 runs in 3 games against the White Sox, they will not need that type of explosion to beat Baltimore on Sunday. Expect most of the runs here to come from the Sox, but the total is way too high for how bad Baltimore is at the plate. The total number has gone under in 12 of Boston's last 15 games facing American League East clubs. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.